myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Adrian Hicks. I'm from New York, now residing in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Girl, you know
Marla Hodge from Teaneck, New Jersey.
Margie Williams from Savannah, Georgia. I'm a partner.
George from Sharon George, referred by Ife George. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Dwight Thompson from North Carolina, referred to by Denise McCullough.
Tanya Walton, Washington, D.C. Yanni Schamberger.
Zaria Francisco from Pagoda, New Jersey.
Reverend Kim Varner, Oakland, California. I was referred by Reverend Harold Burton.
Linda Radford, Baltimore, Maryland, referred by Naja Yassen.
Jacqueline Foster, Antioch, California, referred by Erica Gamble.
Latrina from Suffolk, Virginia.
Debbie from Suffolk, Virginia.
Lakeisha from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Ida Stott, Georgia, referred by Margie Williams.
Hi, Gwen Payton from Athens, Georgia. I'm referred by myself. No, really, I'm great friends with Johnny and Beverly. Glad to be here.
Berlinda Holmes.
All right,
Pastor Harold Burton from Richmond, California. I was invited by the Hicks sisters and Erica Gamble.
Hi, it's
Tamara Watt.
Tamara Watt, Burlington, New Jersey. I was invited by Marjorie Williams.
Berlinda Holmes from Savannah, Georgia, known as Seaport.
Yolanda Mitchum from Bellevue, Florida.
Kevin Tisdale, Richmond, California, referred by Harold Burton.
Jasmine Gabriel in Las Vegas, invited by Linda Radford.
Ellie Newberry, Savannah, Georgia. Heard about this call from Gwen Payton.
Reggie, go ahead.
Denise McCullough, North Carolina, referred to the amazing Hicks sisters.
Reggie from New Windsor, New York, no excuse.
Would anyone else like to share really quickly where they're from and if you're a guest on the call, who invited you?
Hi, my name is Desiree Green. I was referred by Sherry, and I am from New York City, but currently living in Maryland.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sharon Hicks. I'm Adrian Hicks' sister. And we are so excited to have you guys from all over. I heard California, I heard Las Vegas, I heard people getting special shout outs in the chat room. We are so excited to have Pastor Harold. Thank you for joining us, and thank you everyone that came in. And I'm sorry, I'm on this. And joining us today. I'm going to turn it back over to Adrian because I'm having a little technical difficulty. So I'm turning it over to you, sister dear. You're muted out.
Welcome, everyone. Like I said, I am Adrian Hicks, and I am so excited. Every Saturday, we have this call. What is so important to us about these Tower Gardens, not only as are we winning as a community, being able to put real food in homes. You know, I'm in a town home and I have a Tower Garden, and I have tons of things like all kinds of peppers growing on this tower. Every morning I get up and there's new peppers. I don't know if you can see that pepper. There's another little baby pepper, but I have about 100 peppers on here. On this Tower Garden, I actually have over 22 different vegetables. I eat off of this, every single day, my husband and myself. I have all kinds of herbs. I have peppers on this tower garden here. I have eggplants growing. I have so much stuff. I have 2 tower gardens outside. We have been putting these tower gardens in schools, in churches, in nurseries, in daycares, in homes, in the projects, which is just so phenomenal to me. When we put tower gardens in the projects, I'm from New York City, and in the projects is literally in the Bronx and Manhattan. These are food desert areas, and for me to put tower gardens in homes with parents that can have, in homes in the projects where for kids, tomato is a packet of ketchup. So when I'm hearing all of these things like tomatoes are a package of ketchup, that package lets me know that these are fast food restaurants that they're getting these packages from. And I know we always focus on, we want to get these kids eating right, but it's the parents. The parents are helpless. A lot of the parents don't know anything about food nutrition. They've never grown anything. So my focus now is almost on the parents. When I talk to the parents are heartbroken that their kids, that them and their kids are malnutrition, overweight and malnutrition. And so they are jumping on these tower gardens. They're affordable. They're on a payment plan, just like how a lot of these people, you know, a lot of us are used to paying for stuff now through HSN and QVC, because those are so popular to us because we get to use a payment plan. These tower gardens are the same way. These tower gardens now are less than an iPhone. The amount of money of an iPhone and a lot of these brand new Android phones are more than the cost of a tower garden. And so I'm just really excited to be a part of this revolution. And it is a revolution, and it is a food revolution, and we are all here for it. And with that, I would like to bring on one of our really special guests today, and that is Erica. Are you, Erica, can you unmute and join us?
So nice to see you all. I feel like happy and just so fun to get to see you all. I have 4 tower gardens. I'll show you them in a minute. I have the 3 flex towers, and I have a home tower. I brought it outside so it could get some summer sunshine. I've been growing with the towers for 8 years. I've been eating Juice Plus for 11 years. And I'm so excited that Pastor Harold is on here, and many of his friends and family, and my friend Margaret's on, and Jacquelina's on. She's just got a tower. So you can see how much love and positivity these things bring to our lives. And I used to have really bad allergies. Now I can breathe all the time. My sister doesn't have to say stop breathing, because I used to sound like Darth Vader. And I'll show you my tower gardens real quick if you like. I'm growing zucchinis and squash and peppers and all different kinds of lettuces. And then I'll pass it on to Pastor Harold, or do you want to take it to the next person, Adrian? Well, anyway, I don't know why my computer is doing something weird, but these are 3 of my towers right here. I got tomatoes, I got zucchinis, I got peppers, I got patty pan squash. I don't know if you can see that coming through over here. The big stuff is really good on the big towers, right? So the big vegetables do very well on the bigger towers. I got cucumbers coming in. And then on my tower home, I have the lettuces on there, and that's over here. And so I've been loving my towers and helping my team grow and my friends grow. And is there anything else you wanted me to say?
Just what's in your heart, that's it.
Yeah, this is so much fun. I mean, I'm a therapist here in the Bay Area, psychotherapist, counselor, and this is such good therapy, better than therapy, you know? So if you don't have a tower, oh my gosh, get one. And anybody on here can probably show you how to get one. And it's such a gift of love to grow your own food and harvest it yourself and eat it up. And you know, I just every day I can have a salad. I'm feeding my whole block with these 4 towers, and I usually have 1 or 2 of these in nonprofits. But during COVID, I have all towers here, and then I can just give people bags and bags of food as I like. Thanks for having us on.
So much. That
We're
was
so
just
happy to be on here with you all.
Thank you so much. That was just so awesome. And you said a key word, COVID. And even before COVID, how many times have we heard, you know, lettuce recalls? Never have that with a tower garden. And so with that, we would like to invite Pastor Harold to share with us.
You're muted, Pastor. You can unmute yourself, Pastor.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited. I forgot to unmute myself. I'm so excited. Thank you to the Hicks sisters for inviting me on to their Tower Garden show. I really admire you guys. I saw you guys on YouTube, and I was sharing with Erica. I said, oh my God, I love what they're doing. And when she told me that she reached out to you guys and you guys invited us on, I was so excited. I am Pastor Burton. I just want to share my story, if that's okay. It's a wonderful, exciting story. I'm Pastor Burton, pastor of St. Matthew CME Church in Stockton, California. And I also have a church plant. Yes, Lighthouse CME Church in El Cervantes.
That's my boy Harold. He's doing a little.
Guiding you home, allowing God
Can
to
you
heal.
please mute yourself out?
I sure will.
Thank you.
Amen.
I see you have fans, Pastor.
We have a ministry over here. It's a Healthy Conscious Living, and Healthy Conscious Living is dedicated to bringing together like-minded people to come together and promote health, physically, mentally, and spiritually, body, mind, and soul. I'm also a Juice Plus partner, and I've been taking Juice Plus for 2 years now. But my story really starts back about 2013 when I was diagnosed. I had a stroke. In 2013, I was overweight. I was 340 pounds, and I was trying to do everything to eat healthy and live healthy, but it was pretty much what I was used to for most of my life. But I knew I had to make a change in my diet. My doctor told me that I needed to eat less meat, red meat. And I was like, that was a death sentence for me at the time. I thought I could never not eat meat and eat more vegetables. But since then, I did an internal look at my health, and I decided to go with Juice Plus. I met Erica as I was juicing, and she turned me on to Juice Plus. I went with her to a conference that Juice Plus had in Sacramento, California, and I fell in love with the Tower Gardens. I now have 2 Tower Gardens. I have one in my apartment that I grow all of my fruits and vegetables from, and I have one over at my mother's house where they grow also fruits and vegetables. That's an outdoor Tower Garden that she has, and I have the indoor Tower Garden here. The Tower Garden I have here, I got back in February. I actually put it together and started it February 1st. So that was just this year. And over time, I've had some wonderful experiences. It's amazing when you're able to grow your own food. When I come home, I'm going to just show the screen here. When I come home, there are times when I just want to take care of my plants. And the thing about taking care of your plants is nurturing. As you're nurturing the plants, they're also nurturing you. And these Tower Gardens grow really, really fast. That was in February. I want to say at the end of March, I was having all my plants blossom, and they kept growing and growing and growing. I found myself sitting by my Tower Garden, by the the lights that come with the Tower Garden, they just attracted me to it. And I really enjoyed it. I began to feel like I was a part of my Tower Garden, like I was taking care of my plants and my plants were taking care of me. Along with juicing, I'm an avid juicer now. I juice and I do shakes, and I take all my Tower Gardens, vegetables that I get from my Tower Garden, and I add them to my shakes. I have chard on my Tower Gardens. I have arugula on my Tower Gardens. I have basil on my Tower Gardens. And now peppers are coming in like crazy. This is like towards the end. I'm getting ready to reseed and put some new seedlings into my Tower Garden. But this picture I just took this morning, these are all peppers that are coming in, and they're spicy and I love them. But since 2013, when I had that stroke, when I was 340 pounds, I started eating healthy and eating the right things that are for the human body. And now I am running 4 miles a day. I am biking. If it wasn't for COVID-19, I would have did a triathlon, a sprint triathlon this year with Erica Gimbel. And I'm just loving life. This is me. I'm playing ultimate frisbee. I'm riding my bike. I'm enjoying life. And to me, life is a party. I'm having a party inside of me because my health has improved so much. I'm enjoying life with my family. And just don't take my word for it. As pastor, I want to share with you what God says. God tells us in Genesis 1:28 that God had planted trees and with seeds and good to eat, and He planted that for us. In Genesis 2:9, God says that what He planted, the fruits that we have are good for us. That's the only food that God said was good for us. So, the more we look to get healthier, especially during this time of COVID-19, where we're seeing people who have pre-existing conditions succumbing to illnesses, life-threatening illnesses because of their health conditions, we need to take health back. And the way we do it is by, growing our own food. And Tower Gardens are a perfect way to grow your own food when you don't have a bunch of land. You can do this right in your apartment. I have one in my apartment, and I love it. And also as Juice Plus, that's 35 different types of fruits and vegetables that's ground up and mixed together and then dehydrated. You get 35 different types of fruits and vegetables into your system right away. They go right into your bloodstream. It gives you the nutrients that the body needs to reproduce itself, to regenerate itself, and to live life healthier. Also, they have Shred 10. Shred 10 is a program that Juice Plus offers for people who want to kickstart themselves getting healthier. And it's biblical. We know that in Daniel 1:12, Daniel told the guards, he says, test me in 10 days and come back and see if I'm not stronger by just giving me fruits and water. And the guard did test Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. And in 10 days, he did look better than the rest of the young men who were eating the king's portions. All this has to do with eating the right things. We need to eat more fruits and vegetables. We need to take care of ourselves, and not just those in the produce, because you get pesticides and everything else on them. When you grow your own vegetables, you are sure that your vegetables don't have to be worried about pesticides on them, jet fuel on them from the air, and it's just a wonderful way. I'm feeling fantastic right now because of me changing my diet. I took the steps to do what I needed to do to change my life, change my health, and I'm living with much more energy, and it all comes from eating the right things that are designed for us, which are fruits and vegetables. Thank you so much for letting me share.
I want to say amen and hallelujah. Oh my goodness. We have to have you back, and we have to have just for you. This was so amazing. Thank you so much for coming on Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all of that with us. That was very, very powerful, very inspiring, very inspirational, very educational.
Time. I love this.
Thank you. We definitely going to have you back again. One pastor show. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Adrian.
Yes, thank you so much. And now that was absolutely heartfelt, and that's what we love about this is everyone is speaking from their heart and their true experiences. No one is speaking in theory. The only people that speak are the people, or they're only speaking exactly what their testimony is, what their experience is. And that's one of the things that I absolutely loved from the beginning about this company. And with that, I would like to, we have another guest, special guest on, and that is Henry.
Did you find Henry to spotlight him?
No, not yet. Henry Lee?
Okay, I have
got
him.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Hey, can you guys hear me all right? Give me a little thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yes,
Awesome.
always a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I'm coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio, and I am a retired teacher. I taught anatomy and physiology, biologies, chemistries, environmental sciences for about 14 years here, and was first introduced to Tower Gardens by a friend of mine, and we're gonna go ahead and play a short video here. So I'm going to try to speak over the video a little bit. This is one of our school sites down in Florida, where we have several Tower Gardens in an elementary school. It services a bunch of the special ed kids down there. And you can see some of the vine-ripened cucumbers and tomatoes, and we teach the kids how to not only grow, but prepare those as well. And so they get introduced to all sorts of different foods that they may or may not know from home, and they get to learn how to prepare them too. One of those pictures in those slides showed you we had about 26 zucchinis come from one plant on that Tower Garden there. And these are some of the teachers and how we use them with the different produce. So again, they get to learn how to process them and they get to taste them. And then we also have some Tower Gardens in middle schools and high schools. And so this is just a video that shows you a standard Tower Garden that's 5 levels tall, 20 plants, and you can see it's got some beautiful bib lettuce, gourmet lettuce, some butter leaf lettuce, and at the top some cilantro and chives and parsley. That stuff will grow forever. You know, you can take some of that parsley off or some of the cilantro, or and it'll grow right back the next week. And then this next video here is a video of our high school students, and it's really funny because I'm going to let you listen to some of the words here.
I'm recording. The meeting is over. I forgot about it. Oh, you had a meeting? No, I want to show you that. Oh, that's what it looks like after it starts. I hope they show that.
So I don't know if you can hear some of the kids chattering in the background, but they one of our football players said to one of our baseball players, "Hey, that's not kale, that's rainbow trout." And then another kid argues, "That's not rainbow trout, that's rainbow shard." And so we get emails from parents that say, "Hey, we were at Meyer the other day, and our kid asked about kale. I didn't even know that they knew what kale was." So this is this is not just something that we, grow and eat, and a one and done kind of deal. We like to convey this sense of longevity to our teachers. And so it's not just something that they learn in the classroom, they take a test and then forget about it. This is literally changing their cravings and their experience with food. Ohio State University and Cornell University did a study that showed that kids that grow their own food are 5 times more likely to eat it. And so I wanted to show you the one that we have here. We've got some cucumbers down at the bottom, some tomatoes, and we haven't quite gotten to these yet as far as letting them ripen, but you can see one of these plants is going to just spit out probably 40, 50, maybe 60 tomatoes. So it grows 3 times as fast, 30% more yield. And you can see this is actually a tower garden that has extensions on it. And so just to give you an idea of the height wise, with 7 stacks tall, then it reaches somewhere around 7 feet, and it compares to the power of the sun. So that's why we put it outside over the summer. Just a little bit more background with the classroom. So I have 3 tower gardens at my school at Dublin Jerome, and we actually try to involve as many classes as possible. So we have our biology students design the experiments, our environmental science students harvest and seed, maintain the gardens. Their foods and fitness and global gourmet classes will take that produce and put it into their curriculum. They sell any produce that the kids don't want back to the teachers, and that money is poured right back into the program. And it also you can also involve special ed, library lessons, any level. So we'll get back to the person who invited you to this Zoom, and they'll give you information about a specific tower garden party that we have, or informational session for educators. That's usually on the first Monday of the month and every third Thursday of the month. So just wanted to share a perspective from a teacher. So thanks for having me on.
I want to ask you one question. Can you tell me now, and I'm looking at the heads of lettuce on your tower garden, how do you harvest those heads of lettuce? Are you going around them, or are you pulling the whole thing out?
Yeah, so that's a great question. What you want to do is take the leaves from the outside, and as long as you leave some of the leaves on the inside, then it'll just keep on growing and growing. We usually get about 5 good harvests on this before we have to start, planting a new one. And even after those first 5 harvests, then it'll continue to grow. It just won't continue growing as fast. But yeah, you definitely want to go from the outside inwards.
Thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure to have you. And I just have one more question. You have a tower at the Ronald McDonald House?
We do, actually. So we don't limit ourselves to homes and schools. We have them at the Ronald McDonald House. So it helps with, they're actually preparing all that food for the cancer patients there and the chronically ill. And then we also have some at community centers, along with Alzheimer's and dementia neighborhoods as well. Kemper House in Worthington is actually using nutrition to reverse the effects of Alzheimer's and dementia. And so they have a machine that can actually measure the cognitive ability of spatial awareness and stuff like that. And they've been able to see some great results over there. So yeah, just all over the places, including fire stations, you name it.
This is so awesome. Thank you so much, Henry. This just shows you just how powerful and amazing it is. And we have 2 guest speakers left. So I'm going to call Francisca and Zuri Becca. And after that, my sister Sharon will be closing us out.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Francisca Beca. This is my daughter.
Zuri. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, very pleasure for us to be in this call, the sister here. Thank you to invite us because it's a lot to do in this call. So my name is Francisca Beca from Bogota, New Jersey. I have been in Youth Plus for 6 years. You know, tonight my daughter and I decide to share in 3 wonderful story, a short one. And we want to you guys know that how pleasure we are feeling about to be a Youth Plus family. So my first story that is about my husband, my sister, and my dog. I never shared this story about my dog. I have a dog that passed away almost 1 year ago. The first time when I took him to emergency room with problem with, we don't know what kind of problem he had, but the problem that he got was a heart murmur. Heart murmur cost me a lot of money. How they say when they say that he got that, they say also that he's not gonna live no longer than 6 months. And when they say that right away, I say, oh my God, I love my dog. I really want to keep him for a little bit more. I start to trimming him with the Juice Plus, with the fruit and veggies, not the antioxidant. Yes, the tools,
The fruits and the vegetables.
the fruits and the vegetable. So anyway, after that, my dog leave. You know, I open the castle. I mix with something that he like any kind of meat or something, and he swallow. But after that, he lived. They said 6 months, and he lived more than 2 years after they say that he's not gonna live.
And they said as a maximum 6 months, but they told him you guys can take him home today and he may just pass away because
Yeah.
he had a severe heart condition. So
Yeah. After that, also I want to mention that seeing the treatment was very, very expensive. The insurance doesn't want to cover because my income that I receive every month from Just Plus, I could pay for his treatment. That's for us a very, very pleasure, and I don't have to think twice to look for money for no players. I receive from my benefit on Just Plus every month. So my daughter, I have my daughter over here, and she's gonna share something else about.
hi, as we spoke earlier, my name is Zuri. I'm just gonna be very brief in explaining we're so happy with Juice Plus. We're so happy that this opportunity was even presented to us because like my mom says, this has been life-changing. We've had several incidents in our family and we've seen firsthand how Juice Plus and just the power of nutrition, just putting in the right nutrition in your body, it does a huge difference. So I'll just be very brief. When it came to my aunt, my aunt was like, we were like, oh, you gotta take Juice Plus. She'd be like, yeah, whatever, right? 51 years old, ended up having a heart attack. After she had a heart attack, she ended up in the hospital. They told her that they had to unclog all 4 of her valves. They did that. After that, she actually caught an allergic reaction to the blood thinning medication. So because she caught a reaction to the blood thinning medication, she ended up losing some limbs, from the knee down and just, fingers and half of the foot, just, a whole bunch of things that happened to her. And then she actually ended up getting the Juice Plus directly into her. So she had a feeding tube So we were back and forth at the hospitals trying to get a feeding tube in her. And we knew the power of nutrition. So all we were thinking of, we need to get Juice Plus into her. So we were, you know, with the doctors and everybody else. So what happened was eventually they did. We got it approved by pharmacy and they started administering the Juice Plus to her through the feeding tube. And that's when we saw an amazing transformation with her. Yes, she's lost some limbs, but the willpower that she had, and she will not go a day without taking her Juice Plus now. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's been fantastic for our family. Same thing with my dad. He had a condition that happens to 1 in 100,000 people. And we didn't know what was going on with him. And the good thing about him was that he was taking Juice Plus 2 years prior to him getting sick. So he had a strong immune system. So he was able to come back and fight what happened. So he had something called Guillain-Barré, and he also had encephalitis, which is an infection of the brain. So it happens to 1 in 100,000 people. And they told us that his recovery time would probably start 2 years after, you know, he was probably gonna maybe walk again. And then thank God that once he was diagnosed, it took quite a few weeks. He was in the hospital over 7 weeks, but it took quite a few weeks to diagnose him and treat him. But, you know, we praised God first. And then secondly, the power of nutrition and Juice Plus, because he was actually able to walk home. Yes, he had a walker and he was able to walk home, but it was just, we just think we will never, never, never start sharing and never, never, ever stop taking our Juice Plus.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to also put my last thing about, you know, the Becca family are very careful now what to eat. We are very careful with everything. Also, we decide, we started with 1 tower garden and we have 3 tower garden. We never go outside to buy any lettuce, any tomato, anything, because we pick out everything from our grow. Meaning we are very pleased. We are thank God, number one, that puts us in this, sometimes in this situation to wake up to see exactly what is the reality thing. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Adrian. Everyone, you know, we are here to support each other anytime when you guys to hear about what's going on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you see, people were sharing from the heart. The one thing that is so amazing about this too is we're putting our families first. So it's not about the dollar. And yes, this is an amazing business and they pay very fairly when you share the products. That is true. But I couldn't help anyone else if I can't help myself financially either. So it's only fair. But the point is that we're sharing this with our families first. And there's no way in the world, no amount of money could have me, somebody sharing. Can you unshare your screen?
I'm trying to unshare it.
Let me try to unshare this. Stop the share. Awesome. So the point is that we're all sharing this with our families first. And there's no amount of money that can have you share something that would be poisonous or detrimental to your family's health. And so with that, I'm gonna have my sister Sharon close us all out, and she's gonna tell you a bit of her testimony with Juice Plus and the Tower Gardens. And we can hear you, Sharon.
Yes, so many amazing testimonies. Thank you all. Again, I'm Sharon Hicks, and I was introduced to Juice Plus Company by my sister Adrian Hicks through the Tower Gardens. Adrian always wanted to farm, and she moved from New York to North Carolina, and she started sharing her farming with me. She was growing out of buckets and pots, and she was always videoing me, and I would be like, where you going now? And she's like, I'm going to the Home Depot or to get something to fight off the bugs, and I'm going to I'm going to get some bugs to eat the bugs, and I'm tired of being on my knees and all this farming. It was a joy complaint because she was happy at the same time, but it was always something that was so uncomfortable with the way she was farming. So I sent her to Home Depot to buy plywood to get up off the ground and all of that. I said, that part I can help you with. Go build up something. And Adrian and I kept researching, and Adrian called me up one day and said, I got it, I found it, and I'm so excited, you can have one too. And I'm like, what is it? And she was like, it's a tower garden. We knew very little about that tower garden, but she knew that I was gonna purchase one. Then we found out that it was a business that we can join, that Juice Plus was a company. Moving forward, we ordered the tower garden and we joined partner with the Juice Plus company. And I was so excited because at that time I needed a second income, and it was about the tower gardens and the second income and nothing else. We didn't want to hear about the Juice Plus. We wasn't interested in the Juice Plus side of it. And I was on a Monday night Cortese call, and it was life-changing. I heard all of these people speaking to only me. It was like 1,000 people on the call, but they were speaking directly to me. My daughter suffered from migraine headaches. My grandbaby suffered from eczema. And I was like, wow, those were the things that stood out for me when I heard these people speaking from their heart to my heart. And I said, I'm going to buy that Juice Plus. And our upline was telling us she's amazing. And we kept like, nah, the tower gardens, we was putting them in schools. We was having yoga events in my apartment with the tower gardens. It was strictly all about the tower gardens. Moving forward, that Monday night call changed everything. I ordered the Juice Plus. My daughter started taking it. My grandbaby started taking it, and I started taking it also. At first, we split the package because I was like, let me see what all of this buzz is about. Like all of these people, I knew they were speaking from their hearts. They actually gave me chills that night. And I myself my daughter headaches. She was like, Mom, not having headaches. I'm not throwing up. I'm not missing work. The power of nutrition. We cannot say Juice Plus. We can't make any claims and say Juice Plus cures anything, but I can tell you it made a huge difference in my daughter migraine headaches and her energy level and her missing work and just cramps, just everything was just being fixed. And my grandbaby was not scratching. She was sleeping at night. It was the best thing ever. When I ordered Juice Plus, I was not thinking about myself like most of us do. Most of us parents think about our children. I'm a cancer survivor, 6 years now. I found Juice Plus 2 years after chemo treatment. Within that 2 years period of time, 3 to 4 months after chemo treatment, I've had so much pains in my leg, in my stomach, it was just stabbing pains, needles snapping. It felt like metal rods was in me that was just snapping back and forth whenever they choose to. And I went to the doctor and told them what was going on. And they said, well, your side effect from the chemo treatment is neuropathy, is a severe case of neuropathy. And they started me out with 200 milligrams of gabapentin 3 times a day. And then it was horrible, and it went up to 800 milligrams twice a day. Within that year, I was taking it, and I said to my doctor, this is not doing anything. I'm just going to stop taking it because I don't know the side effects of this by me taking it, and it's really not doing anything. It was like, I'm just going to deal with the pain. But they did send me to pain management, and when I went into pain management, the doctor, he didn't look at me. He said, let me see your MRI from your, did you get a back x-ray? I said, yeah, they did everything for me. I had a back x-ray. I had all kind of x-rays. And he said, call your medical department. He told his secretary and get her MRI over. My doctor had already told me that if my spinal cord was like, he said, if we give an x-ray of everyone in here, There's going to be no one is perfect. So yours is fine. It has nothing to do with that. I already knew this. But the pain management doctor told me that it was a disc that was pressing down, and that's why I was having all this pain in my legs. And he wrote this big prescription out for me to start coming in every week to get these shots in my hip that was going to take away all that pain. I said, absolutely not. I kept that prescription to show myself and others that you have other options. My other option was not Juice Plus because it wasn't in my life at that time, but I knew it was something else, and I never got that prescription filled from my doctors, and they would have, because I have great insurance, and they would have easily said, oh, this is what you need. We will fill this prescription. It'll be okay for you to go get that. And moving forward, a year later, I dealt with the no medication, dealt with the pain, and I started taking the Juice Plus along with my children. A month went by, 6 weeks went by, and I said, I actually started looking for the pain. It had went away, the snapping, the stabbing, the needles, all of that had went away, and I would be stopped. I said, I don't know when the last time I had that. And it was, again, the power of plants. Juice Plus was a product I did not want to hear anything about, and is the product I will never stop taking. It was about a paycheck and the Tower Gardens, but little did I know at the time, it wasn't even about that paycheck, because the product became way bigger than the paycheck. I would do Juice Plus for the same way we send people and say, oh, go to that store, go pick up this, oh no, buy that. We speak from the heart. We want to see, especially women, we want to see us not feeling awful if it's something, no, try mine, or no, try Advil, this one is better. Oh no, take your kids to this resort, go, no, fly with that airline. And we get nothing for it. The beauty of this is that when we share our testimony, and we can, and we do need that second income, we get both. But Juice Plus, I would do it for nothing. I give Juice Plus away to people that are leery about taking it. I'm like, just try this for 2 weeks. I try to spread it out, and they do become customers, but sometimes people put a price on their health, and we have to really stop doing that. There's a lot going on in this world today with this matters, and this matters, and this matters, and I absolutely believe that all of that does matter, but we better believe that our health matters first, because without that, anything that we protest for and things, if we don't have our health in place, we need our health to be strong enough to even fight for whatever it is that we believe in. So, and I believe in that our health matters also, and our children's health definitely matters, and there are a number of communities that are definitely lacking that and needed so much more. And we have to put we need more boots on the grounds, as they say, in our community and other communities. We need people to reach out all over so we could change this world one Juice Plus family at a time. So again, I want to thank the pastor for coming on. I want to thank you, Erica, Zori and Francisca. I met them at an event, and they have become family to me. They treat me like family from when I first came out to their home, and they would ask me to help them with their Tower Garden, and they would always say, she came out and she helped, and she didn't take anything. We wanted to pay her. And I say, I came out because they fed me really well. Like, they would have some good salad and foods, and I truly appreciate that. It's not always about, sometimes when we think is about a price, like I came into the business for a second income, but it became bigger than that, and I'm grateful for that. Henry, is always a pleasure to have you on, and everyone that shows up on these Saturday calls, and we just say, keep coming. We're going to keep having these calls, keep inviting. We have I'm going to let Adrian tell you about the children's calls that we have, and the kids. I'll let her share that. And Pastor Harold, I want to absolutely thank you again, Henry and Zori, and everyone for coming out. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Adrian.
Well, thank you. For the sake of time, it's 9 o'clock, and I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I'm gonna speak super fast. I just want to speak about that second income. I worked 2 full-time jobs. One of them was in Whole Foods. I was one of the trainee buyers, buying the supplements, ordering all of the supplements, helping people with supplements when they came in and they had issues. Tell them all about the supplements and what would help, what this and that and the third. I was getting them all for free. And then I was also doing another full-time job. I was doing resets in different supermarkets, which was literally back-breaking work because we were literally breaking down shelves. It doesn't matter how old you are. I'm 58. It doesn't matter, you know, if you're gonna be in there getting paid, and no, both of those jobs paid me very well until I found out about the Juice Plus company. So they paid me very well until they didn't. When I realized that I could do this from home, and I was able to leave both of those jobs in a year and a half of sharing Juice Plus in Tower Gardens. Doing those resets, I would sleep in the parking lot. So most of the time I was sleeping in my car. I would have my sister Sharon and my husband be my backup alarms on top of my phone because I would be exhausted. But I did it because I wanted that income. And when I found this company, so I weaved this company in between 2 full-time jobs. And like I said, one of them was literally back-breaking. A husband, a mortgage, and a cat. And a cat was like more demanding than a 2-year-old. And I was able in a year and a half to weave Juice Plus in and out. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, a Zoom call while I'm sleeping. I'm on that Zoom call. There's many calling around. Does anybody know where there's a Zoom call? A Zoom call, because I knew that's where I was going to get my education. I knew that's where I was going to get my motivation and my strength, and learn about how to do Tower Gardens and learn about everything I needed about the Juice Plus company. So I'm excited to say that I have never been back to work after that year. It took me a year and a half. Was it work? Did I have to get on Zoom calls? Did I have to reach out and touch and meet people? Absolutely. But I had a vision of never having to work again. Now my mission, my husband is a sergeant in corrections. My mission now is to go another year if it takes me to free my husband, so that we can just do things and be together. And is it absolutely amazing to be working from home, get up when I want to? Who knows what I have on from here to here on this Zoom call? I absolutely love it, right? So get back with the person that invited you and find out. And those of you who are in this mission already, stay fast on this mission. Next Friday, we have our kids call. It's a Zoom call hosted by kids for kids, and it is a part of our Green Life Kids organization. So we will be getting that information out to you. And with that, I just want to say bye, and everybody enjoy the rest of their evening. And if you're going to have a snack.
Adrian, I'm sorry. Whoever wants to jump off the call, they can, but we like to take 3 questions. If anyone have any questions, we are running over time. But if anybody wants to jump off, they can. If anybody have a question, we'll answer 3 questions.
And so, and those of you, when you jump off, anybody else, if you're going to have a snack tonight, it is after 9 o'clock. Don't eat anything heavy. Have a light salad or make yourself a complete shake. Be very conscious and mindful of what you're putting in your body and what time you are putting that in your body. And now, if anybody wants to jump off, they can, but we'll be able to take 3 questions from anyone.
I have a question. Are you concerned about bugs or with the outside tower?
Awesome. And when you ask the question, can you say your name?
Oh, yes, Linda Radford.
Yes.
Sorry.
The bugs, I don't have any bugs on my Tower Gardens indoors. And outdoors, usually the other predatory bugs will take care of it. The first year that I grew these tower gardens, I had a massive infestation with aphids. And I, researched their tower garden Facebook pages, and they'll help you address this. But I can tell you that growing with the tower gardens, it is 90 to 80% less bug issues. When you do get bugs on your tower, the reason why I realized I was getting a lot of bugs is I was leaving my patio door open. There's that cat. She wants the door open. But there are forums, and I have learned, and the person that invited you on this call will probably share those Facebook forums with you, and I've learned how to basically stay bug free.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Two more. Anybody else has a question?
I thought more of a question. We forgot to share it earlier. We have a call on, if anybody has anybody that speaks Spanish and would like to, we have a call every Tuesday night. And this Tuesday, we're actually going to have Paulo Teixeira, the CEO of the company, and he's going to be hosting our call this Tuesday at 8 p.m. So I did include it on the chat. So if anybody wants to call in and dial in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
They have a team in Spanish,
Yeah.
They are welcome.
Anybody's welcome. If you have anybody that speaks Spanish and wants to join in on the call as well. So
yeah.
Just to try to give more resources out there.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
You have a flyer, Zori?
Yes, we do. I'll send it to you.
I send it to Adrian. I send it already.
Yeah, I have it. It's posted on our Voxer chat. And I'll post it in the Dream Team chat, in the sales coordinator chat also.
Yes, that's going to be very important because it's the CEO of the company. Very
powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
One more question.
Yes. Hello, this is Tamara. I really enjoyed, from New Jersey. I really enjoyed everything. I've actually been on a, I don't call it diet, but lifestyle change. I was led to stop eating meat. It'll actually be 5 years this December. And I was sharing that with Sister Marjorie. I've always wanted to, and I told people, I said, this is just, I'm going to just keep going and just doing as God is leading me to do. It is based off of Leviticus 11, which is a priestly diet. But what I've always wanted to do is really, I told people, I said, I'm going to get to the point where I'm just going to be eating off what I grow. And because I didn't have the land in certain property, I actually lived in North Carolina for like 11 and a half years, bless God. But I said, I'm looking to getting some land in property. But in the meantime, I started with planters. And I got tomato plants. I have, zucchini, cucumbers and stuff like that. But I'm like, it has to be an easier way, especially when, if you don't have that a designated garden or land and property. Let me tell you, this tonight has been an answer to prayer. So I just want to say, God bless you all. Thank you so much for sharing this, because I've been on this journey. And then plus, I've been wanting to get my kids involved, because I share things with them all the time. And they're like, no. So I have 7 children, 3 adult children that are in their 20s, and then I have 4 under 18. And so I'm very interested in knowing more, especially when y'all have the Green Life Kids and stuff, because I want to get them involved, because I've been on this journey for a while. So, and I always try to share different things with them. And so I just want to say God bless you all and thank you so much. This has just been very, very awesome, and just all the testimonials and everything that you shared.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. One real quick. I'm sorry. That's what I was going to ask. With Henry, I seen that he had at one of his top of his garden. Were those lemons or were those oranges? Are you able to grow, like, are we able to have like a lemon tree or orange, like citrus fruit, or is it just like the vegetables and stuff? Like so I love kale and all of that, but I thought I seen on one of them somebody had like lemons or oranges, or orange. Are you able to grow that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you can't grow anything. Yeah, this is Henry. So you can't grow anything that has like a tree. Yeah, you can grow anything above ground except for I think like grapes, because of the way that they grow on vines and trees.
Yes,
fruit.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yep.
We do have somebody that grew a peach mango. She has peach mangoes on her tower garden, and those mangoes are like this big. And so it's a special type of mango, and it's called a peach mango. So you guys can look for those seeds, and it's just fabulous.
Please look at the screen.
Oh.
Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and so we will be here Saturday. Get your guests on here. We want to start blowing out these calls again. Health Matters, and whoever invited you on the call, they will get you the Green Life Kids flyer for next Friday. That call is 7 o'clock Eastern time. All right, guys, and with that, we say see you next Saturday. Well, we'll see you next Friday and see you next Saturday.
Good night.
Amen.
Tamara, are you on Voxer?
No, no, I'm not. But she told me about the Juice Plus, so I'm going to get with Sister Marjorie on it, because I take other supplements and things because you have to increase your protein and stuff. So.
Oh no, Voxer is an app. Is Marjorie still on the call? I'm trying to look around for everyone.
Marjorie's here.
Where?
Marjorie's here.
All right, what is it, Voxer?
Are you Voxer with a V? Are you on Voxer also? You're muted out.
Yes, I am. I'm on Voxer.
Which team?
I'm on the Team Infinity with Beverly Grandson.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll get the flyer out to you guys, because I want your information for the kids to be on one of our calls, Tamara. Okay.
Oh yes, thank you. I have.
And I'm Sharon Hicks on Voxer and Adrian Hicks on Voxer and the Green Life Kids Facebook page.
Okay. And also, if anybody has kids or if anybody wants to share their tower garden and their journey, just have your upline or you contact us, Sharon and Adrian Hicks. And of course, you can look for us on Facebook also. And my name on Facebook is spelled The Girls Way with Adrian, ADRIENNE, Hicks. And I will definitely accept your friend request.
Okay.
And with
Thank
that,
you, Sharon, and I'm Sharon Hicks on Facebook.
Sharon, okay. Thank you so much.
Awesome, guys. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for having me on. That was amazing.
Thank you for coming on. We can't wait to have you again. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Saturday. Next Saturday, you and Erica. Next Saturday, Pastor. I think you get a good vote for that. We'll see y'all next Saturday on the call.
Pastor next Saturday.
Thank you, Erica.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
All your New York accents sound so good to me. I'm just like,
Adrian, turn off the recording.
Hi, y'all.
Y'all like that accent, Adrian.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good
night.
night.